day, Centralians. We are here again with another recognized organization under the Student Development and Programs. So we are thankful that we are back with another episode of Life at Central. So without the further ado, I would like to welcome you to CPU TV channel. And first, I would like to say thank you for saying yes to my invitation and for being up to this challenge. Now, you are the Association of Political Science and Public Administration Students, CPU. Alright, I got it right the second time around. So, before we go knowing or deeper in your organization, can you introduce first your name and in what course are you in and what year level?
So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Glory Fred de la Cruz, a fourth-year student of Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and Public Administration student.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Dorothy Belvitog, also a student of Political Science and Public Administration, fourth year.
Alright, so you are a Pulsai, mga
Yes,
Pulsai.
ma'am.
So as Pulsai student, now personally, why did you? I'm attacking you already. But personally, why did you choose this course, the Pulsai? Is it a dream course, or do you want to? There's a misconception and even just a notion that when you take Pulsai, you will become a lawyer someday. So do you have that plan as well?
Hopefully.
It's alright. That's we are here to dream big, right?
Yes,
So you want or you aspire to be a lawyer someday.
For me, ma'am, yes, but today I don't know if I will still continue to go to law school.
How about you?
Hopefully, ma'am, soon.
It's okay. We just have these dreams in our heart that maybe one day we forget about it, but then God won't able to forget it, and then He will try to renew that. Oh, we have this dream actually. So that's on you to act on it, naman, in the future. But today, because we are here. Presently, we are here. You are fourth year, right?
Yes,
on your
ma'am.
fourth year, and you will be graduating soon. And you are in fourth year as well.
Fourth year.
As well. So, you only have few months left serving your organization, which is the APS, or the Association of Political
Yes.
Science and Public Administration Students, CPU. So, what is this APS? What is this organization?
Of CPU, Vis Anita Fortur, we always hold into that motto in our organization. Our organization was, and until now, recognized by the SDP, and this organization is for the Political Science and Public Administration student, CPU, and we always uphold that this organization will give back to its constituents and also its community, to help seek justice, to be able to express themselves in whatever may be or in what point, as long as we hold into that, we go back into that motto of Vis Anita Fortur, which is united strength is stronger.
So you united.
Yes.
So that's why it's stronger. All right. So the apps. This is actually I am also an alumna from the arts and sciences. So I but not apps. I'm from CPU Mascom Circle, and I think this apps is a neighbor organization of CPU Mascom Circle, and I think this app has survived also different challenges. There were challenges in this organization, and also the recent challenges actually is the pandemic,
Yes,
right?
wow.
So I guess that's getting out of your screens, laptop screens, and then right now you're here. So you mentioned earlier that it's about the camaraderie of your students, and also about justice and being united as one community. But what are your causes in these organizations, really?
So, ma'am, when it comes to the causes, we want to serve as an avenue where the students can express themselves, where they don't have to feel afraid when they have something that they want to express. When they have a thought in their mind, they can just go to their org, to their home org, and feel comfortable enough na manang, we have a thought in our head, can we put this into action? So we will support them for as long as we can.
Yeah. Because I believe this organization is an academic organization,
Yes,
right? So those who are enrolled in Pol-Sci or public administration are automatic members of this organization,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So that's how it goes. So that's nice now that you have that cause that inside the classroom we will be dealing of different principles, of different lessons that can be found on our textbook, but in outside we learn how to share this with our juniors, with the freshmen, with the sophomores. So we have this it's a nice cause that it's not just an organization that's just because we are academic we will just do nothing because it's automatic. But no, you have the cause, you have this aim to help other students or your juniors as well. So that's very nice. So aside from mentioning your cause, what are the other activities that this organization do?
This organization, for the past semester, ma'am, we have income generated projects that will support our organization because fund is really the bloodline for this organization. We also have projects that was implemented through our Facebook page, which is the help desk. We also have the Kaalaman, which tackles the different regarding the politics words and that was posted, and also the transparency board. We really aim to be transparent to our constituents, and we have also the Soxinadia, that was the latest one of the latest project of our organization, wherein the politicals or the UP-CPU and the psychology department gathered together for a cause which is to have some project for our constituents na wala naman sa academics but also to enjoy for other.
So you have these collaborations with our organizations.
Yes.
And you mentioned earlier this generating income generating activities. So did this happen when you are the president, or these are the activities that was just carried out when you become the president?
This is during my presidency.
So
ma'am,
that's
from,
during your
yes,
time.
ma'am,
It's
all
your
these
initiative.
Yes, ma'am, all these projects.
So it's nice now that you have that initiative, and you are an officer as well.
Yes.
So Glory,
Yes,
Glory is the president, and you are the vice president. So you have a supportive vice president,
Yes,
and you
ma'am.
mentioned earlier that she has no choice. But no, during my last interview actually I also interviewed the Psychological Society, and they mentioned about giving responsibility to other people. It doesn't mean just a responsibility. It's about trust, because when you give someone that responsibility, it means you trust them.
Yes.
You trust what they are capable of. And being a leader, I can see that you are trusting your members. It's because you are creating these initiatives that even though we are online, we are in a pandemic, you are still doing some activities for the organization.
Yes, ma'am. At first, it was hard for us because of the transition, and the also din kami makuha funds for the organization, because in the first place, you can't implement projects if you don't have enough
Funding.
Yes, funding. That's why we also have the membership fee of 50 pesos per semester, and thankful that may ara kami na likom nga money, and we have implemented projects. Almost half of our project proposal, the projects na implement na namon.
Alright, so with the it reminds me how important it is to have fundings and sponsors.
Yes, ma'am.
Sponsors get. Aside from that, did you consider that as difficulty? Yeah,
Yes,
that's
ma'am,
that's
one of the
difficult on your part, especially when we dealt with the pandemic. How about now? How about that we are now here face to face? Have you conducted a recent activity that that is a physical or face to face activity?
So, as of now, ma'am, yung project lang na na-employ is that Soxinadja in partnership with the CPU Psychological Society. Pero because of the pandemic, ma'am, we weren't really able to have face-to-face activities. But we are hopeful na in the future, we can plan, we can maybe even work with the other
Yeah.
organizations in order to have team building activities or maybe just some fun activities na the members can enjoy since we've been coming out of almost 2 to 3 years of the pandemic and everybody's looking forward to meet each other, to bond with one another. Ganun, ma'am.
Yeah, it's another avenue for us to, release the stress of the of the kakapoy inside the classroom. But that's life at Central. We create balance through these organizations, through your organizations, and it's nice to hear that you are collaborating with other organizations because there is this actually the evaluation from the student development
Yes,
and programs, and it ranks the different organizations, right?
Yes,
We have the
ma'am.
first place, second, and then it really ranks. But then at the end of the day, I think ma'am have also told me, or even just small talks with her, that it is not just about competition. It's about collaborating with other organizations, because what maybe the psychological society doesn't know, and what you don't know, they know.
Yes,
That's,
ma'am.
it's like a tongue
Yes,
twister,
ma'am.
but yeah, it's not a contest. Everything that you are doing, you are doing it out of your passion, out of your love to lead, especially that you two are holding big positions.
Yes.
So you will be graduating soon, so have you think of succession plans of who will be the next leader who has the initiative to create activities like what you did?
So far, ma'am, wala. We don't have any plan pa if who will be the successor of this, because I always told them that it is not about, your gusto mo lang for the position, ma'am, the name, the title. It is about, the constituents, ma'am. What can you offer to them? Because you will be running for that position. What can you do for the community? That's why I always told them, ma'am, that hindi mo dapat pag-uyangan ang time, because ang time nga ubrahon pa sang iba, nga dapat sa ibang mga projects, ubrahon pa nila ang imo nga projects. That's why, ma'am, I always remind them, man. But I'm also thankful for these officers because they are so very active, ma'am.
I think she's just and now, yeah, of course, you are here and you have implemented the projects. I don't think, although the initiative came from you, but I don't think you just do it all by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have your officers, and even though you went through some difficulties, I believe with the help of your officers, you achieved that those activities.
Yes,
And-
ma'am. These projects, ma'am, I before the second semester, I told them, pass a project proposal. I want you all to pass a project proposal so that you will be the proponent for that project and we can implement that project. I want you all to work well. That's why every officers, they have their own project proposal, not just us on the higher position, but each of them from the president until the representatives.
That's nice, no? while you are talking, I just imagine that you also are a student, right? You have your, or maybe you are major in organization, minor in in learning. But let me just remind you, our number one aim or goal here at CPU is to study, to be students. But again, to keep everything in balance, to have this life at Central, it's nice that we have the avenue to express our passion for our crafts, passion for our for what we want to do outside the classroom, outside the four corners of our laptop. So it's okay as long as you know how to manage your time and to balance. But again, it's just a reminder for us that while currently here at CPU, we are still students.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, so we jumped into succession plans, but anyway, as members, how would you describe being a member of this organization? Just a member or being part of this organization?
So, as a member of this organization, ma'am, di mo naman maiwasan, ma'am, na there are different students with different ideals, with different personalities, but at the end of the day, we're all able to work with one another. We're able to open our minds to what they want to achieve, what they want to happen, and we're able to work together towards one common goal naman, na we want apps to rise to the top.
Rise to the top. Okay.
Yes.
How about you, Glory?
Same with Dorothy, ma'am. If I am a member of this organization, I am also thankful because it is not just a focus for the outside community projects, but also for the students, and makamingle ko with other students of CPU, and they have also this if amo ni siya ang obrahon naman, they have different sentiments that can help the CPU para mas maging better and one of the best organization here in Central Philippine University.
I like the way you're leading this organization, because the way you share it with me and with the audience, it looks like you're listening to what they want to say, and that's the kind of leadership that we want. Not just ako, but we, kita. This is an organization made for everyone and by everyone. So that's nice not to have that mindset of one officer. So yeah, earlier you also mentioned about the activities. So do you find difficulties gathering the people to participate in this activity? Aside from the financial aspect you mentioned earlier, do you find difficulties in gathering the people to join your activities, your members? You mentioned the initiatives you had.
So, ma'am, when it comes to the activities naman, we actually take into consideration what they want to happen. So we ask them now, what do you want? And then we take that into consideration. So when we implement activities, it is exactly what they want to happen. If they want face-to-face activities, we will work hard to make face-to-face activities. So at the end of the day, it's not really hard to encourage them to join, since they're really looking forward to it naman po.
So how
Yes,
about
ma'am. As what Dottie said, ma'am, that we are listening to their feedbacks. If what should the next step of this organization, what is the student sentiments for this organization. So most of them we can have face-to-face activities involving all the students of Pol Sci from first year to fourth year. That's why we have implemented the Saxonaja. And I told the officer, what if we will be collaborating with Psychological Society, because we are one department, which is the Social Science Department. And I am also thankful that the Psychological Society are willing man makipag-collaborate sa amon. And even we are high in numbers, wala kami ma'am nabudlayan because they are really willing to participate, and paghatag pa lang sang link to register daw na siya dayon ang that's why wala man kami ma'am nabudlayan sa mga students.
It's nice, no? because one factor maybe is they are also excited to see each other face to face, since we got back from the online setup from the pandemic. And maybe your marketing strategy in telling this activity is also good, is also very good. That's why they really want to join, and they are hyped up to join your activity. And you mentioned earlier that again you listen to what they want to say, so it's like the welfare of the people is the supreme law of apps. It's like that. So yeah, it's nice to hear those your sentiments as that kind of leader. So again, we go to a personal question, no? So do you think joining this organization has helped you to become a better, good, best student or leader? So do you think apps really made an impact in your life?
Sige, I'll go first, ma'am. It made an impact, great impact in my life, because I also during my first year I started joining the college news paper, which is the ASVP. And then from during my elementary and high school years, I always bear in mind I want to be a leader myself. That's why second year, third year opportunities are coming, ma'am. And this fourth year, I was told by the former president, gusto mo mag-run as president? And I answered her nga, hindi, nako na mapahuway, nako kay fourth year, nako gusto ko man mag-focus na sa ACAD, since during my third year, I was also one of the board member. Nako mapahuway na gid ako yan na, but I don't know. Siguro if you are really into that passion of leadership,
It's hard to say.
it's hard to say no, especially it is your home organization. It is what can I do for my home organization that I have done on the whole College of Arts and Sciences during my board member year. That's why I said yes, and it really helped me, because hindi lang man puro ACADS, ma'am. Like, though ano man siya, very happy ano man ko kay ginusto ko ni siya, and doing this makes me happy too, even though sometimes super stressed na ko and the breakdowns and all, but at least I got to meet mga officers from first year and fourth year, and I can say that lain-lain gid ang variety si apps nga may ara maugtas ka, may ara man masadya ka, and I am very happy and lagi ko ma'am na so being a student leader of apps.
How about you?
So, ma'am, when it came to first year, second year, and almost the whole of third year, I didn't really want to step up to anything.
Pressured again by your friend here.
But kidding aside, joining the organization and being part of it helped me not just as a student or as a leader, but it helped me as a person. Because I was able to meet different types of people. I was able to learn about their lives and like how they think. So it did help me widen my horizons when it comes to like my beliefs. They taught me how to open up. No.
Alright, it's nice, Glory. Dorothy and Glory. So Glory earlier mentioned that the organization has different kind of people, and sometimes it's tiring, it's sometimes kakapoy, and I don't want to make padayon. But then, that's life. Right?
Yes, so
it's not just all about happiness. It's not just all about being happy all the time. But life sometimes would hit you with sadness. So, and it's nice that we recognize that we're sad. We recognize that we're tired as leaders. We recognize that we are tired as an individual, as student. But then at the end of the day, we just don't have to forget that we have this great God who's encompassing of this life in general, and this life at Central as well. So the balance you have in your academics, I'm proud of you guys, because aside from the stresses you have in your subjects, in your classrooms, you have this avenue, you still have this even responsibility ahead of you to take on makapoy na ko, but I have to meet with my constituents, I have to meet with other people, but at the end of the day, that's life, and that's the purpose that we can think of in our, or even the mission we have here at CPU. Even just we are students, nag-interest si ma'am. But then, yeah, that's how that I think I'm blessed to hear you guys sharing these things, because our audience would know that we are not just one normal students. We are Centralians, and we try to balance everything, even though we tiptoe sometimes. We still want to balance. So that's good, and congratulations, because you are now in your 4th year, and later on you will be graduating. Speaking of, you will be graduating soon. In the next 5 years, how do you see this organization? Do you think it is still active as it is now, or do you think, because organizations have to apply, right? They have to apply to be recognized, and if they don't apply to be recognized, they will not be recognized. So 5 years from now, do you see it still thriving at the top, or even just a normal organization?
So, we can see 5 years from now, hopefully, apps would have blossomed into its full potential. Kasi right now, the population may be small, and so in 5 years, hopefully, there would be more students, and they would all collaborate and work with one another, so that apps can reach its full potential, complete with projects, activities, and students who are willing to step up to in 5 years.
It's a nice vision you have there, Lord.
Yes, ma'am. Also, for the next 5 years, I know that damo na sila kwarta.
we will claim that.
Yes, ma'am, for the organization. And I know, even after this, that we will be graduating, Dorothy and I know that the students who will be going to 4th year, 3rd year, I know that hindi man nila mapabayaan and I know that 5 years from now, there will be that student leader who is really eager to put the apps on top.
Apps on top. That's nice. Yeah, you have very nice visions, not just you, but all the organizations I've encountered so far. So it's good. No, we have this vision, we have these plans for 5 years. But right now, in the next months, what are your plans? Because you will be graduating soon, but I don't think you will be leaving apps without a project before you go. I can see in your spirit, in your passion, that you will do something before you leave.
So for this next month, ma'am, we plan to implement the remaining projects that we have, because there are still pending projects that we need to implement. We are still processing papers, because it is not easy actually to process papers. You will go through different departments para pa magpaperma. But this next month, we will still be that app CPU, who is the #1 organization in CAS, and we will still be that app CPU who will be productive and will give out our best for us to be one of the most outstanding organization for the whole Central.
Alright, so you will be competing for about among the 75 organizations,
Yes,
I think. So I think you can do it. Pero mommy is so biased, because a while ago or earlier I interviewed, I also told them that so whoever it is, but again, no, it is not just about the competitions. The competition is just part of the process, but what is more important is that we do things passionately. We do things not just we will join for this, we will donate blood, we will even though you look so pale, so that you can give a lot of the bags of blood to have points for organization, you do it. No, it's not like that. That's not how it goes. Awards, trophies, medals, personally, I always see this as just, my experiences made tangible, because your experiences are just in your head, and then you do it with passion, you do it with love, you do it with purpose, with the beauty, with purpose. I'm speaking like a pageant candidate, but no, you do these things for the experience, for the love of apps, for the love of Central, for the love of life itself. And when you get an award for it, it's just, a tangible visuals of what you did, and it's somewhat, that's just it. No, not to brag, not to boast, but to just to feel fulfilled that you actually did these activities, did these initiatives, and that's how we would like to see life in general, not a contest. But although there's a contest, we don't neglect the fact that there's a contest, but in the end of the day, it's not just about the competition, it's about the experience, it's about how we deal with other people. Even though you are competing with the psychological society, say for example, but then you had collaborations, right? So it's just part of it. The competition is just part of it, but one important thing is the experience and the service. So do you have any acknowledgements, invitations for your next activity so far?
I would at first, I am thankful with our advisors, Ma'am Renya and Sir Dario, for the support. They are very supportive with us, and they are always there to guide us if what would be better for this activity, what would be the next step. Also, I would like to acknowledge our officers who are trying their best, even though I know that the academic is very tiring, and I know that they have also this kapoy nako, hindi nako, and inactiveness, but at the end of the day, they will always tell me ng ano pa maubra ko, ano pa mahimo ko, and sa diin pa ko pwede ko help. So, and also I would like to acknowledge Dorothy and Karen, my vice president, also Carl and Africa and Michael. They are very with mom helpful, good. I can't run this organization, I can't help this organization kung wala sila. And also the students who are very participative man in our activities.
Dorothy, how about you? Do you have any acknowledgements you want to invite them?
Ma'am, at the end of the day, we're just really thankful for the support of the student body. For without them, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have anyone to serve, to help, and to guide. So we're really thankful for the student body, ma'am.
Alright, thank you so much for
Thank you
your
so
time,
much.
Gloria and Dorothy. No, I hope one day to see you as with ATTY dot soon, but we don't want to paunahan the will of the Lord, but that dream in your heart, just hold on to it tightly, because one day you might not know, God will just awaken that dream again. Okay, so thank you, dear. Thank you, Gloria and Dorothy, for joining us here. Also, thank you to our audience for joining us in this another episode of Life and Central. Soon we will know more about other organizations, what they are doing, what are their activities. But right now we are here with the Association of Political Science and Public Administration Students, CPU or app. So this is what we do, this is who we are, this is Life at Central.